Well, happy Wednesday. It's Dr. Aubert here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today I'm going to chat with you on if you're eating healthy and still struggling with your metabolism, you're low energy, and you struggle with keeping your hormones balanced. This is going to be for you. I'm going to chat with you on how I help my patients just reset their metabolism and regain your energy back and get your cells healthy. And I'm going to show you a little picture because inside of your cell you have something called the mitochondria, okay? And it needs nutrients and hormones to get into the cell, okay? But if your cells are not healthy, and we're going to chat on this, then you're going to have low energy. Your metabolism is not going to be there. Because when we're talking about metabolism and resetting your metabolism, it's not about just eating healthy and calories in versus calories out. Your metabolism is how your gut and your cells are utilizing the food that you're consuming, okay? And utilizing your nutrition to actually make energy, to build your hormones and all things. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. If you're hopping on live, type live down in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, type replay and let me know where you're watching from, because I would love to come back around to you, say hi, connect with you, and find out how you're doing. So I'm gonna go back. So metabolism is how your gut and your cells throughout your entire body utilize your nutrition, the food that you're consuming, and make energy and build your hormones and keep your body functioning correctly. Also build neurotransmitters, all the things so your body can function correctly and communicate properly to keep you healthy, right? So you feel good mentally and physically. But if you're eating healthy and you're having metabolism issues and low energy, then your body and imbalances in hormones and neurotransmitters, your body is not able to utilize the nutrients that you're consuming to get into the cell. Okay, that's where it really matters, is the cellular level. Okay, so also if you can't get hormones into the cell and activate certain chemical processes, then you're going to be screwed too. Okay, and all of these chemical processes that they go on continuously inside your body, they keep you alive. Okay, and your cells and organs, because remember, your cells make up your tissues make up your organs make up your body systems make up you and how you function. If your cells are not healthy, then you're not going to be functioning healthy. Okay, and all those chemical processes, they go on continuously inside of your body to keep you alive. All right, and your cells and organs functioning healthy and normally, such as breathing, repairing cells, thinking and digesting food, and everything else in between. Okay, and these chemical processes, they require energy. All right, and some of the top things that are going to screw up your metabolism and your hormones and give you that low energy is, number one, you being in a state of chronic stress. Okay, and then what happens is your cells start to break down. So the little line right here represents a receptor to bring things, nutrients and hormones into that cell. But that little squiggly line, you see that right there? That represents inflammation, okay, blocking things coming into the cell, and that's going to ultimately inhibit that mitochondria from producing energy, from your metabolism being there, from hormones coming into the cell, everything. Okay, so you being in a state of chronic stress, what happens is your cells are going to start breaking down. There's going to be a lot of inflammation in and around that cell. Okay, the mitochondria, which is your powerhouse plant of your cell, then they can't produce energy. Okay, and they need certain vitamins and minerals and cofactors. They need things like T3 to get into the cell for energy, a lot of things, enzymes, a lot of things. Okay, does this make sense? Type makes sense down in the comments that this is making sense. But also, if you being in a state of chronic stress, this can cause something called insulin resistance or hyperinsulinemia, and then your cells can't get the nutrients, vitamins and minerals, enzymes, cofactors, hormones to actually function properly. Okay, and here's another thing too, it also stops your liver from detoxing properly. So then what happens is all these toxins that your liver is supposed to detox, send them out into your gut and eliminate. Your liver is going to not be able to detox properly So all of your toxins are now going to start going and being stored into your cells. It's a built-in mechanism, because if your body can't eliminate them, they can't be in your bloodstream. They have to go somewhere, okay? So then they're going to be stored in your cells, mainly your fat cells. So then what happens is your fat cells balloon up, and no matter how hard that you try to work out and eat healthy, if we can't figure out, why you're in a stress state and why if we can't get your body functioning correctly and your body detoxing properly and draining everything out, you're always going to struggle. You're always going to struggle, okay? Because once these things get stored in your fat cells, then they're going to start releasing things called cytokines, estrogen, because your fat cells can actually produce its own hormones. Did you know that? So estrogen, that will keep you in a stress state even more. It's also going to start messing with other hormones too. This can lead to things like PCOS, of course, weight gain, and a lot of other chronic health issues, because it creates a lot of chronic inflammation. Those cytokines, they're now starting to pull your immune system to there, and all of your energy is now being redirected to all that stuff. You're going to get systemic inflammation. Your lymphatic system is going to start backing up. You might get fluid retention, a lot of things. Okay, so that's number one, is you're in a stress state, and we got to figure out why, and we got to figure out why on a cellular level, and I'll show you how we do this here in a second. And then number two is you got a messed up gut. Okay, when your gut is not healthy, you're not getting enough nutrients for your body to actually function properly. Okay, it's going to mess with all of your hormones. All right, and your gut makes your hormones. It's the biggest hormone maker production in your body. Okay, it's going to also mess with an enzyme called AMPK, which helps with that burning too. And yes, you can have an unhealthy gut without having, traditional gut symptoms like gas, bloating, GERD, all that stuff. It's called leaky gut, intestinal permeability. But I know you've heard about it. Type leaky gut down in the comments if you have heard about leaky gut. Let me know. So your intestines are lined with cells, and they're held together by little tight junctions. But when you're in a stress state and your adrenal function is high, pumping out all these stress hormones, then they're gonna start to break down. Okay, and also you just being in a stress state, your gut starts to slow down, so then all that toxic waste is now starting to bore holes into that intestinal lining, and you're going to get something called leaky gut, where the little tight junctions come apart, and all the toxic stuff is now starting to get into your bloodstream. They're not supposed to be there, and your blood's supposed to be sterile. So then what happens is your immune system is going to try to attack those foreign invaders like toxins, molds, heavy metals, chemicals, parasites, opportunistic bad bacteria, chemicals, a lot of things, undigested protein particles. And then if those things look very similar to other areas of your body, then we get autoimmune conditions, fibromyalgia, a whole boatload of things, chronic fatigue, because remember, your immune system needs energy to try to fight those foreign invaders. Okay, so, and remember also, your cells are not getting the nutrients to power that mitochondria, the powerhouse energy plant. Then all of your hormones get screwed up because cortisol levels are high, and everything else is taking a back seat. Yeah, so it's not good. And this can also cause a liver stress, because now your liver has to start processing more of this crap that should be eliminated by your gut. So then your liver becomes inflamed and all the things. And also, if you have leaky gut, how many of you are dealing with things like brain fog, mental fatigue, depression, anxiety, forgetfulness, all the things? Well, because of that gut-brain connection, you also have something called leaky gut, where you can get parasites up here into the brain, opportunistic bad bacteria up into the brain, and all that systemic inflammation is going up there, and things like depression can happen. But also the parasites and opportunistic bad bacteria, they can start producing endotoxins, and they will release them up into that brain, and then that creates another stress response, more systemic inflammation up in that brain. Yeah, a lot of things. And then also, if you don't have a healthy gut, your good gut bacteria, they're there for a specific reason. Okay, they're there to break down your food so your body can actually assimilate them, give them to your cells, and build your hormones, give your cells what it needs to function correctly, all the things. But like I mentioned, when you're in a stress state, adrenal function's high. Thyroid function is going to be low. And also, you need a healthy thyroid function for a healthy metabolism and for healthy female hormones like progesterone, okay, and to keep that estrogen in balance. Also for serotonin levels, for melatonin. You need a healthy thyroid for all of these things, okay? But if you have an unhealthy gut and liver is being compromised, all the things, these are the top 2 main places where your thyroid hormones have to convert, okay, from your inactive T4 to your active T3, and this is what your body uses. Get ready for it, for your energy, for cellular growth, regeneration, metabolism, mood stabilization, heart rate stabilization, temperature regulation, female hormone balance. All the things, like your thyroid for healthy brain function. You have thyroid receptors on every single part of your cell. Every cell has thyroid receptors, okay? To also keep your insulin levels in check too. There's a lot of things. And when I'm working with people to really get their metabolism and hormones back on track, get their energy back, we have to, number one, see what's going on in your cells, okay? Which cells are stressed and why, okay? Because you might have heavy metals. You might have molds and parasites that are disrupting your cells. You might have some of the biggest things I'm seeing right now with my patients, especially my new patients, are reactivation of things like Epstein-Barr virus, Lyme, Coxsackie virus, a lot of things, okay? And then the other thing too is, are your cells getting the right nutrients, okay? Do you actually have the right building blocks to build your hormones and your neurotransmitters? And then we have to figure out what is causing that leaky gut, okay? Because remember, your immune system is going to start redirecting all of your food and nutrients to fighting off those foreign invaders from that leaky gut, from all the things leaking out, okay? So let me know, is all this making sense? Type yes down in the comments. So how do I determine all this stuff? Well, we have to figure out what's going on with you on a cellular level, because remember, that's where it matters, okay? The cells. You gotta have healthy cells. So how we determine this is through what's called a cellular energetic test. We gotta see what is going on in your cells. Number one, which cells are stressed and why, and then what's causing your leaky gut. That way we can start, number one, getting your cells healthy, because that's where it matters, and then repairing that leaky gut. So the first thing I do with my patients is I'm gonna show you a sample report right now. This cellular energetic test, it's a non-invasive test. Use a hair, fingernail, and toenail clippings, and a saliva sample. I will actually ship you a test kit directly. You'll put all that in a pre-packaged, pre-stamped envelope. You'll mail it to a lab facility that I work with. Once I get your results back, we'll hop in a 60-minute health appointment, and we'll go through everything. And it gets to every possible root cause to why you're dealing with low energy, metabolism issues, and hormonal imbalances, and then everything that comes along with all that stuff. So if you want this, it's $4.99 through end of September, and then starting in October, it is going back up to $6.99, so take advantage of this now. Just type a test down in the comments or send me a message, but here's a sample report. So here is that sample report, and it's going to test every cell of your entire body. It's going to tell me which cells are stressed, and then it's going to start telling me why. Food allergies and environmental sensitivities. And then it's going to tell me nutritional imbalances. Remember, if your cells do not have the right nutrients, then we got to work on that first as well. And then also, what is causing your leaky gut too? All these things we got to combine and really get your body built up stronger and healthier. Start creating health back in that body. This is one of the biggest things I see, and I will get a report of which heavy metals, which molds, which of these are, being reactivated, which parasites, bacteria, and chemicals that your body cannot clear out. These are some of the biggest things I see, honestly. And I will get a report of which hormones are out of balance. But the thing with hormones is this is more of a symptom. It's not the root cause. Okay, everything else above is going to be the root cause. So that is a sample report of that cellular energetic test. So if you want to get that done and be grandfathered into that $4.99 price forever, just type a test down in the comments or send me a message. If you get the test after September, then it is going to be $6.99. But it does come with a health appointment to go through everything. All right, so if you want to get that done, just type test down in the comments or send me a message. This is Dr. Aubert here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, sending you much love. And hey, Ashley. Hey, Renee. Thanks, guys, for hopping on with me. And I look forward to helping you out with your health very, very soon.